Hello and welcome back to Rev Endurance Sports and this week's Bike of the Week. We have a beautiful Scott foil, and I had to bring this outside because the color scheme on it is just wonderful. Look at that sparkle in the paint scheme. It just looks so nice, and then it fades here to a gray, and it's just a very nice looking bike. It's a Scott foil, and that means that's their aero road bike. And the headline here is this is a SRAM rival group set, and just a nice updated grips. You've got the crank set here, just a really nice, let me bring that in a little bit closer so you can see it. So we're on a 4335, brand new chain. I cleaned this bike up obviously, but it came in pretty good shape. Both wheels were out of true, so I had to true that up. And but just everything else just functions really well. This is a 54. Some folks sometimes ask what size bike is being profiled. So it's a 54. Now, one thing that was interesting was there was some headset slop. Sorry, I keep shading it. There was some headset slop, and so with all the spacers installed, this here was, I don't know if it was just not cut to the right length, so I had to add these two tiny spacers to get it to cinch down. So that's what's going on there. But the patented rev wrap on the handlebars, so this bar tape came in. It was pretty destroyed. Syncros branded, so I'm guessing that was all just stock items from when the bike was built. So these are also Scott wheels, so they're Syncro. And it came in with a rear sidewall cut that didn't go all the way through. And I told the customer, hey, look, we should replace that. It's already in the stand, let's just get it done. So the rear tire has been replaced. Front tires, as you know, you get a lot more wear out of a front tire. And so this one we're going to leave on. By the way, getting this Corsa Next off of that rear rim was very difficult. And I'm in a shop environment, and I'm an experienced flat repair guy. So if someone gets a flat on one of these tires with this combination of the Corsa Next and the Syncro, what do they call it? Capital One, or maybe any of the Syncro wheels, they are going to have a very difficult time replacing a flat tire on the road if they're running this tubeless. It was very difficult. In fact, I had to use the Vittoria pliers, which of course you're supposed to use when you use tire liners with Vittoria tires, but I had to use the Vittoria pliers to get this off. It was just so difficult. And then also getting the tire installed was a very difficult. So this particular combination of Continental and Capital One tire is a very difficult one to install, and then to remove the Vittoria. So I didn't have to remove a Continental, so I don't know what the customer experience is going to be with that. But just a really nice looking bike. It's very well set up. The wireless SRAM system. It had some shifting issues, so I had to take care of that. Rear derailleur seemed to be really out. But in fact, once I replaced the chain, which was completely worn out, that rear derailleur, a few adjustments, a couple of test rides, and everything was good to go. So yeah, that is the bike of the week. I think this is just a beautiful paint scheme, and I'm quite sure that any of the other Scott foils that have this gradient type of finish, paint finish. Let me see if I can turn this bike around without dropping it. I'm filming obviously with one hand. So yeah, huge bottom bracket area for those that are looking for stiffer. My bike's got to be stiff. There you go. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like the bike profiles, please leave a comment down below. If you own one of these Scott foils, I couldn't do much because the saddle was too low for my riding, and I didn't get a chance to do any surges or sprints on it. Just did the regular maintenance after or post service test ride. That's it. But I've owned I think 2 Scotts before, and they were great bikes. They were always known for being really light and stiff, not all that comfortable, but light and stiff. All right, that is all for today. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you up the road.